So, hello, fellow Earthlings. This is Earthling 64554637228. And queer baiting. Apparently, that is a thing. And apparently, Billie Eilish was called out for a particular video full of other females where she was being suggestive. Hmm, I don't know. I guess I could see it, but let me just, you know, take the 1,000-foot view of this thing. So queer baiting, as far as I understand, is where you are not a queer, and I guess that is a name that has been taken back. It's probably not a good thing for me to be saying that, um, but it's there, LGBTQ. So anyway, if you're not gay or you're a hetero person and you are being suggestive towards gay people to whom you have no interest, this is not a good thing. It's queer baiting and it's not a good thing. Which, how do people know that Billie Eilish is not interested in girls? I mean, okay, maybe she has a boyfriend. I think I saw something where she had a boyfriend. So that means that, I thought that sexuality was a spectrum. I thought that there's completely gay, completely homo, and completely hetero. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff in between. So is it that, and I don't know who's calling her out for this queer baiting, but is it that people who are completely gay are saying that she is completely straight and has no right to represent or to pretend as if she was on a spectrum? This seems to be like some stupid stuff, honestly, to be calling somebody else out who is perhaps just being themselves or part of themselves, and you are claiming to know what the other person is and saying, don't do that because that's not you. I mean, you can. Everybody can do that. You can be a Nazi if you want. You can be a real, authentic devil worshiper, I suppose, if you want freedom of speech. But it seems, if you want people to take you seriously, it seems a little bit ridiculous to try to put somebody else in a box and say, you're completely straight, and now you're just pretending you know, to engage or trying to get the interest of gay people by pretending to be gay. On the other end is, let's say she is known to be 100% straight, and she is doing this thing, this queer baiting thing, where she's trying to get the attention of people who are, you know, what is it? Is it heterosexual, homosexual? Homosexual. I mean, like, so what? Let's say that this was a regular video, and she was trying to get the attention, some might say, of guys. That's the normal stuff. No, she would be casting a very wide net. She's not thinking of every single shape and form of guy who might find her attractive in her video. She's just trying to act seductive and sexual in her video. Is there a hetero baiting? Is there like, oh, you're being too seductive now because you're attracting guys and that's unwarranted? And that seems kind of silly too. Nobody calls you out for attracting guys inadvertently who you have no interest in. But now there's such a thing where you are putting yourself in a particular package that attracts people that you have no interest in, but this is a special thing and you can't do this, even though you could do the other one. That that just seems kind of silly. I know that it probably isn't a big thing. This is just headlines, you know. People dig through miles and miles deep of tweets and comments and whatever else to find something that is like novel and come out with it. Oh, have you heard of queerbaiting? That's what Billie Eilish is doing now. Okay, you say so, I guess. What was Elvis Presley doing when he was acting black? It wasn't a big deal, I guess. Or any other artist who is an artist. They are not doing what they would do if you met them in the street. This is a performance. Anyway, it all just seems kind of silly to me. On a more positive note, Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie, formerly Bezos, now Scott, is apparently giving away, is it $2.7 billion again? I mean, she's provided the money, and I guess she's paid the people to evaluate. I haven't looked at the whole thing again, but I'm just assuming it's along the same lines as all the money that she gave away last year. And I'm like, wow, oh my God, can I can I follow her? Because this is the thing about life. Even if she gives away everything except $1 billion, $1,000 million, I mean, she is probably 40 or 50 something right now. How many years is it going to take her to spend, if she kept $1 billion for herself, $1,000 million? I mean, let's say she's going to live to be 100 and she spends 50. You spend $20 million a year. Then you can spend $1,000 billion. I mean, what are you spending $20 million on anyway? I just, yeah. So I had read about this guy who, a lot of these people, a billionaire who people had looked up to, and I think I did another video about it. And this guy, in the end, he just kept like maybe $2 million to tide him until he dies. But he'd given away all of his billions of dollars while he was alive. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you make it, and then you recognize, hey, I'm on top of the hill. Let me see who I think, if I pull them a little bit up higher, they can make the world a better place. And I can make the world a better place with all this money that I have. And I think the great thing about Mackenzie Bezos, or Mackenzie Scott, is that she was there from the beginning with Jeff Bezos. She was, when Amazon was just a bookstore, and she was there alongside with him. And I guess, yeah, it's funny because I wonder if part of what she is doing is giving a middle finger to Jeff Bezos. Because, I mean, she's changed her name, it's gone. I guess the same thing is may happen with what's her name? Gates, Melinda Gates. She's probably gonna she has that middle name now, and it was the same thing, right? It was Mackenzie Scott Bezos for a while, and now it's just Mackenzie Scott. She changed it, and I guess it's Melinda. I can't remember the middle name, but eventually it's gonna be just her initial name again, I think. And isn't this is like a new thing, right? It's like the richest people in the world, definitely Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos are up there, and their wives have said thank you after finding out about the infidelity, which, I mean, come on. You're going to be the richest people in the world and not do exactly what you want just because you want to hold on to a couple pennies. Not, everybody, let everybody be happy. Honestly, be happy. Don't be the richest guy in the world or some of the richest top three and be like, oh, woe is me. I can't really do exactly what the hell. So anyway, those guys are doing what they wanted, and now their wives are getting to do what they wanted. And I don't know what Melinda Gates is going to do with any of the money that she had, but I have to say, um, Miss Miss Scott, she definitely inspires me. She makes me want to do the same thing. I mean, I'm scared that here it is, I would have enough money and I might live, another 10, 20 years after I've given away all my money and be like, what am I gonna do now to live? But yeah, I like the idea. I feel good about it. I mean, I already before, she reported this thing last year, and before this year, I have like, reminders of goals that I have or want to do, and I've thought about, okay, spend your last bit of money on this or that or the other. Not a lot, just a few things that I would like to try to make the world a better place. Um, and it just makes me feel really good that even if part of this is to screw with Jeff Bezos, it's something that you don't really see. I remember that I saw Bill Gates had given away um, this huge sum of money, and at least in the specific instance that I was aware of with respect to Microsoft, they had given people CDs, not cash. They'd given them CDs, and that was taken as a write-off for the money, the value of the CDs, with Windows on them or maybe Microsoft Office or something. So that costs you almost nothing. These people are probably never gonna buy all of these different licenses anyway, but you get to mark that off as, and I was like, oh, you feel so good at the beginning, and then you realize you didn't actually do that much. And it's like, oh, but she's not like that. This is actual cash. This is money that she is giving up. I wonder if she's on the team. I would feel so much better if she was actually looking to evaluate some of these people too. Like I said, I haven't read the article to see the specifics of it, um, but I love what she's doing. I love what she's doing. I hope that she is happy with this dude that she's is with. I know I don't know what the criteria are for women when they get in remarried. If you just in it for the sex or if you in it for the, yeah, I really, really like this person and I really, really like hanging out with them every second of the day, especially because they're not, Jeff Bezos was talking about being on vacation sometime. And the way, part of how he described being on the vacation was that, yeah, we managed to get it all done in 4 days. And I was like, that is not how you talk about a vacation. It's not like you managed to get it all done. This is not a job. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be fulfilled. This is supposed to be, ah, if I had infinite money and resources, this is what I would be doing, kind of thing. So I don't know that he was that person. It's all well and good to be the person who knows how to make the money. Are you the person who knows how to actually enjoy it? I don't know that these people are, because as far as I know, more money, more problems because you get addicted to making more money and you don't know how to stop. And yeah, anyway, um, I like talking about this stuff. Hopefully you like listening to it. I really am liking what this lady's doing. That thing with the queer baiting. Tell me what you think. What's your opinion on this? I don't think that it should have a name, I guess. But as to then we should name hetero baiting, instead of just being seductive. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.